Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. You can get our new iPhone, iPad, and Android app. It's available for free in the App Store and on Google Play. The Dove is also available on Roku as well. From the Dove Newsroom at this hour, the Justice Department is suing North Carolina for alleged racial discrimination over its new voting law. Attorney General Eric Holder says the new rules restrict access in ways that disproportionately exclude minority voters and are inconsistent with the nation's ideals. The lawsuit against the state is the latest effort by the Obama administration to counter a Supreme Court decision that struck down the most powerful part of the landmark Voting Rights Act. Today's the first day of the special session for legislators in Oregon. The question is whether the legislature will be successful in passing a list of proposals they were unable to agree on during the regular session. Some big-ticket items include state pension reform and new taxes for some and tax cuts for others, being expected to be answered in the coming days. State Legislator Peter Buckley says one of his agenda items is in finding more money for education in the state. But whether the legislature is successful in any of those areas is up for grabs.
You know, it's 50-50, and I've always described it to my colleagues like a Rubik's Cube, because you're trying to put together this package, and every time you twist it this way, you pick up some colors on this side, and it looks good, but then you look on the other side, and you go, oh, well, I lost colors on that side. So the votes are not, they're not gelling.
Public hearings have been held prior to the session with views ranging from those of rural farmers to those of city union backers. Initially 5 bills set for discussion in this special session. A sheriff's deputy driving by a Medford house saw a fire and rescued an 88-year-old woman and her 3 dogs. Brendan Dodge banged on the front door Saturday night, and when he got no response, he broke it open. Inside, he found Margaret Schwartz asleep. Once awakened, there was so much smoke she thought there was a glaze over her eyes. Schwartz wasn't hurt, and she salvaged some belongings. The fire apparently started near a garage. The cause not yet known. Winter weekend storms drenched the Northwest with more rain falling in a day or two than some cities typically in all of September. It's the second wettest September on record in Seattle with more than 5.5 inches. Medford Airport is also saying that with 2.5 inches for the month, it's the second wettest September on record. The 6.2 inches recorded through Sunday in downtown Portland was the most since 1872. Well, let's take a look at what we can expect on our weather scene. And for Medford and Grants Pass, partly cloudy skies tonight, a low of 45, then partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 64, 40% chance of rain back on Wednesday with a high of 60. For Klamath Falls, cloudy skies tonight, at least partly, with a high tomorrow of 56 and partly sunny, then a high of only 50 with a 20% chance of rain on Wednesday. For the coast and Brookings, rain tonight through the next couple of days, a low of 50 tonight, 62 the high both Tuesday and Wednesday. For Port Orford and Coos Bay, rain as well, 50% chance tonight up to 60% on Tuesday with a high of 63 tomorrow, a high of 57 on Wednesday, lows in the mid-40s. And for Northern California and Wairika, partly cloudy skies tonight, a low of 42, then partly sunny skies for the next couple of days, a high tomorrow of 64, a high Wednesday of 57. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest right here on the Dove.